The following provides highlights from Signal Hills and Ulster Media's survey of the Canadian podcasting listener. Podcasting has continued its growth in Canada, with over 50% of Canadians saying they've listened to a podcast at least once in the past year, and with 34% saying they listen on a monthly basis. French-speaking Canadians are also finding more content as 1/4 of them are now listening on a monthly basis. Overall, most listening is still being done at home. With the exception of Quebec, podcast listening by region is fairly consistent at 35 to 36%. However, there are more listeners living in the larger urban centers, with Toronto the highest at 40%, followed by Vancouver at 38% and Montreal at 31%. While the urban centers may still have more listeners, the profile of a podcast listener across the country is fairly consistent, reflecting a somewhat younger, affluent, and well-educated audience. When it comes to what Canadians reported listening to in the past month, it's not surprising. Comedy continues to be the leading genre. According to the Canadian Podcasting Listeners Survey, listening to comedy, news, true crime, and educational podcasts increased. Podcasts listening to subject matter focusing on society, culture, health, and fitness were flat, while some of the more niche genres experienced declines. With literally hundreds of thousands of podcasts to listen to from around the world, it's not surprising that the most popular are the ones from well-known U.S. names. However, Canadian-originating podcasts are getting closer to the share of listening to American podcasts. Canadian podcast listeners claim 44% of the podcasts they listen to are from the States, while 43% are Canadian. We hope you found this information on the Canadian podcast listener helpful. You can find more information on the Canadian audio landscape at our website at radioconnects.ca. You can also connect with us on LinkedIn, and we invite you to sign up for our newsletter featuring regular updates on Canadian audio. Thank you. We look forward to connecting.